Greetings everybody, Okami Games Online. Welcome to my new Let's Play of Wario Land 3. One of my favorite games from my childhood. I know I say that a lot about a lot of games I play, but this is another one of them. So let's find out why. Are you aware, Wario? This world is in the music box you were peering into. I was the god that protected this world. But one day, a wicked being sealed away my power and took control of this world. Wario, I want you to find the 5 music boxes needed to break the hidden seal and recover my powers. If you find them, I'll send you back to your own world. Of course, all the treasure you find is yours to keep. Will you help me? Sounds like you got a deal, buddy. Let's get going on our new adventure. N1, out of the woods. Let's begin. So, if you've played Wario Land 2, then you pretty much know the basics of how this game works. If not, go watch my Let's Play on it. It's a good Let's Play, I assure you. Right, can't do that yet. So basically, you can jump, you can dash. That's most of what you can do now. Later on, we're gonna get some new abilities. Money is not nearly as useful in this game compared with Wario Land 2. It is still used for some things, and you're gonna need to get it, but it's not nearly as useful. Well, there's a door here, actually. So let's see what's in here. Something we can't do, because Wario in this game, unfortunately, cannot swim underwater. At least not yet. That's not what I wanted to do. One other change. Since I picked up this coin, I'm going to show this. Enemies do not make you drop money like they did in Wario Land 2, which is nice. Now, what you definitely want to do is you want to go up here, because there's this key. Oh, and you see that spinny thing over there? Remember that for later. Oh boy, remember that for later. Well, if you're going for 100%. If you're not, then you don't need to worry about that. But, guess what? This is getting a 100% run, which means I'm going to show you this new move. Hit down. Well, it's not exactly a new move, but it's, yeah, you can roll. But all the weird forms that were in Wario Land 2 are back again. So this thing that I just picked up, it might have been hard to see, but it is a music coin. There's 8 in each stage, and you need to get all 8 in a single visit to the stage to get the reward from it. But you have to get every single one of them in order to get the reward. And the reward is honestly not worth it, but we'll get to that later. Why I'm not moving is because I want to show this menu. The pause menu. You can see how many coins you have. You can see how many of the music coins you have. We've only got 1 of the 8. And you can save pretty much anywhere. Even if you're in a stage. So you can just pick up right from where you left off. It's not even like you go back to the last door or last entrance. No, you just start from where you were standing, which is really nice. Next is Action Help. This shows you all your moves. We don't need to see this, but it'll be useful to keep in mind later, considering all those question marks we saw. You can go back to the map, which we don't need to do. But more importantly is the thing below this. You might notice there's 4 treasure chests and 4 what appears to be keys. We'll get to that in a moment. 'Cause, going up here, don't want to touch these guys, otherwise you become Yarn Wario. Not something we want to deal with, but that's the end of the first stage. Let's open our first treasure chest and get our first reward, an axe! Nice cut. So we cut down the tree, and because of that, N2, the peaceful village. And N3, the vast plain. So this brings us to a big gimmick of Wario Land 3, day and night. When you enter and exit a stage, it goes from day to night, night to day. And there are changes between day and night, which we'll be talking about as we go into here, the peaceful village. For one, not that you know this, the music is different. For two, as we're going to see here in a moment, there are zombies. If you played Wario Land 2, you should know what zombies do, and oh boy, do they do their job well. Alright, let's start doing some exploring. So, the overall gimmick of Wario Land 3 is each stage has 4 different treasures, and we can't do anything here yet. Each stage has got 4 treasures, and you need to find the corresponding key and the corresponding treasure chest being color-coded. There's a gray chest, a red chest, a green chest, and a blue chest, and I did not mean to get lit on fire. Typically, you will be finding those 4 in order. There are exceptions to this rule, but that is typically the rule of thumb. Yeah, we can't do anything here yet. You can see this is where the treasure chest is, and you can see this gray key, but we can't reach it! Whatever will we do? Well, the answer is easy. Become a zombie. Zombie Wario moves very slowly and has a craptastic jump. The main reason you would want to be Zombie Wario is if you see a thin platform like this one I'm standing on, you jump on it, you fall right through. Which can be helpful, but it could also be a hindrance. Depends on the situation. And hey look, here's one of those music coins. Let's grab that. And these lights here can make you no longer Zombie Wario. But we have the key, so let's get the treasure chest. What's our new treasure chest? It's a slab! Or half of one, anyway. Doesn't do anything apparent yet. So let's go to the vast plain. The vast plain is, well, very vast. Oh, and these guys suck. You know why? You can't see anything. And you have to shake them off. The only way you can get them off you is by running into a wall. But this scientist guy, as you can see, makes us invisible. Why we want to be invisible? That makes it so this guy can't see us. Oh, god dang it. Well, this allows me to show there's not much we can do over here. I'm going to tell you that now. The cure for invisibility is pipes. You go through any sort of pipe, whether it's a pipe that takes you to a different part of a stage, or that one I passed through, you are no longer invisible then. You want to throw your potion at me? Please throw your potion at me. Thank you. The problem with Invisible Wario, as you can imagine, it is kind of difficult. You can see Wario flashes every now and again, but that allows us to get the key. But then there's another problem. While we're Invisible Wario, we cannot open the treasure chest. So we actually do need to go back and turn back to normal. Which is easier on me, being able to see where I'm jumping. But, let's head to the treasure chest. I got a third treasure. There's 100 treasures in this game. And we'll definitely be getting all of them. How long it takes, that's another story. We won't worry about that story. Looks like we've got the other fragment of the slab. W1. Desert Ruins. Alright. Here we go. To the west side. You're going to be seeing that building a lot when going between north and west, so get used to seeing it. So we've got, if you couldn't tell by now, we also have 4 different maps in total. 1 for north, 1 for west, 1 for south, and 1 for east. But for now, let's worry about west. W1 Desert Ruins. How is this gonna work? Well, this allows me to show another day and night difference. This one's specific for Desert Ruins, but it's just worth showing. If we go this way, we can't do anything because this thing is here. Hence the sun, that's only open during the daytime. Since it's nighttime, we have to go to the one that's on the left. And there's another change that I can think of between day and night, but we'll look at that later. Oh, hi! This guy might look a little familiar. Yeah, Fat Wario, he's back. And he does the same thing as before. He can destroy donut blocks. But I don't see any, so that guy's just there to be a hindrance and nothing else. I'm gonna let you walk the other way so I can not do that, but I have done that now. And as you can see, we picked up a red key. Interesting how it's not a gray key, huh? Well, maybe we can find it. The red chest, I mean. We have a red key, so a red chest would be handy to find. Maybe it's this way. I would think it is. Oh, these guys. These guys, their attack's really weird. Yeah, it does that. It essentially splits Wario in half, I think is the idea. A little weird, but otherwise the form is useless. It's just there to be an annoyance, which it does its job well, I'll give it that. But there's the red chest. And we found part of a notepad, or a page from a notepad. But we still can't do anything! What does this mean? Well, since it's daytime, we can head back into Desert Ruins, and this is the difference between day and night here. These hands pull you into this quicksand. It's pretty much the quicksand from Super Mario Land 3. Oh, you're on a different timing. Tricky. Oh, come on. Oh, no, you're not on a different timing. That was just... Oh, whatever. I don't know how it worked, but I'm not going to question things, because it worked out in the end, so... What can I say, other than... It worked in the end. That's all I can think to say. Okay. You guys want to be a little... Oh, no. Yeah, you get out of there. Oh, I know what I should be doing. Dash jumping. Dash jumping's really handy in cases like that, which is exactly why I didn't think of it. And speaking of techniques that are handy, hold down, hit A. Duck jumping. There's a few cases where you gotta use it. That's one of those cases. And hey, it got us the great key. We were wondering where that was. So this is the first case of we're going to be finding multiple chests, like multiple treasures, in the same area. Well, good to see you again, Mr. Bot. A bounciness? Yeah, Bouncy Wario. He's back. And eventually... Thank you. Oh. I feel so naked not having any of the abilities. Like, you'll understand more where I'm coming from with that when we get some of the abilities. And we might even get our first one in this episode. The very first episode. This Let's Play is gonna go by so quickly. You guys have no idea. At the rate we're going, although these stages are pretty short, I'm expecting this to be a little longer than Mario vs. Donkey Kong, but not that much longer. But we have made the enchanted paper. It's so enchanted it got rid of the tornado. W2, the volcano's base. Let's head into the base. And this is a nice song, if you ask me. We can't do anything over there yet. So, let's roll down here and see what the what is. The what is that. Alright, let's roll a little better this time. Because there's something here. Oh, I don't think we can do anything here yet. Well, we can go up the ladder, but we're gonna find a dead end. From what I remember. So, let's just move past that. You can get the coin if you want to, but again, it's not gonna do us much good. What route do I want to take? I think I want to go... Well, obviously I want... Let's get a little more distance. Yeah, I want to go this way, because... There's a key. Alright, so we've got the gray key. So now, the next step is to find the door. I mean, that would be a good next step. Find a key, find a door. Pretty formulaic. So where is it? Well, you gotta do this. I got stuck on that so much as a kid. And I don't know why that of all things gave me trouble. But, you have this pipe. And it's boss time. The idea? Hit the flashing barrel. You gotta make sure to not take a hit, however, or this happens. Yeah, bosses work pretty much the same way as they do in, Wario Land 2. You gotta make sure you don't take a hit. Or in this case, maybe you'll want to take a hit. Not now, but later on, so you can get that music coin. Either way, let's try this fight again. Wow, I'm awful at this fight. If you hold A, you can spring up higher, but... What a good start. Don't dash into that, Wario. Alright. Third time's the charm. Hey, this is only the first boss. I worry for the later fights. Okay, there goes one of them. Alright, you're pretty formulaic in, how you do things. Dash at you twice, and you're gone. Once you get past the first phase, he's not difficult. But, this thing is nice enough to raise us up here. And, I gotta say, I like this song. It's such a nice song. It's the victory fanfare for whenever you beat a boss. But, regardless, here we are. We got a pair of overalls! Hell yeah! Power up. We now have the ability to ground pound. It's not a particularly good ground pound, but it does the job for what we need it to do. And here comes the main gimmick of Wario Land 3. You're going to be finding things in various stages, and you're going to have to use those things in previous stages. Kind of like an extending branch. You get one thing, it opens up two things, and something down one path opens up something, while something down the other path opens up something completely different. And it just keeps going like that. It's really neat how it works. But that's going to be the end of this first episode of Wario Land 3. Next time on Wario Land 3, we're going to be heading back to both Out of the Woods and the Vast Plain to see what's in them. And possibly open up some new stages. See you guys then.